Using this photo, can anybody guess, or this newspaper article I should say, what car I may have picked up? It's something special. Right, so if you would have just seen that poster, can anybody guess what car it is? I'll give you a couple of minutes to have a think. So something VTEC, but something more my style. So what do you think, Lex?
I think I like it. It's unusual. I haven't seen a lot of them on the road, to be honest, and the fact that it's like an upgraded version of the car, I think not many people will guess it or expect it from us.
And we've been looking for one of these for quite a while.
Ages.
So let's have a look. Now Sam, I think you were one of the only people that guessed which car this was, besides family. This is a Honda Accord Type R. It's a 2.2 litre VTEC engine, and I am honestly hyped. The condition of the car, it's had a lot of welding work done. It's been very, very well kept in terms of stamp book, oil changes and everything along those lines. And I'm very, very happy. That does not mean we're selling the MR2 or my other MR2. We're keeping all of them, but my MR2 is a bit poorly and needs a clutch at the moment. So let's just have a quick walk around at some of the quirks of buying a car at this age, as to be expected. So first of all, we're going to talk about one of the upgrades to the car. It has had a spoon brake upgrade on the front and side of the car. If you know these cars at all, you'll know that the front brakes on these are terrible. So to have an upgrade already done, spent enough money on that, I'm very happy. Now with owning an old car, you might see we have some fading and cracked jack plastic. Now something like this I'm not too worried about. We'll find one breaking somewhere, right?
Sure.
We'll find one breaking, we'll get that sorted. And these need some, they need some love, don't they?
They do need a lot of love.
They need a lot of love, and it's on both sides, with one of them not having the best sealing either. So we're gonna have to work our magic on this one, but it's to be expected. Alongside some little bits of surface rust on bits that don't really matter, and the best thing about old Japanese cars is some lacquer fade, if you can see on the camera, which again hopefully we'll just be able to polish out. Besides some tape holding in a side light and the Type R logos on the side fading and one or two dents, I am very happy with the car so far. We have some slight issues, however, that need fixing. This entire side, is that correct, Lex?
Yes.
This entire side light apparently isn't working, so we're going to have to pull that apart. I've got a bulb for it, but we're going to need to do some electrical diagnosing on this one.
Sure.
The wing has also been replaced, possibly. It's really hard to tell, but this is actually a Pirate's black, but the car itself is just the standard black for these Accords. So at some point that has been changed, which might be worrying to some people, but with all the welding work done and everything looking straight on the car, I'm pretty happy so far. Then onto the interior. For its age, these seats are looking great in the front and the rear. However, we have a sagging headliner. That speaker doesn't work at all, or well, it crackles to heck. But besides that, we're not missing anything in the rear portion besides, say, this clip. And as I said, that headliner is driving me insane, so we had to pin it up temporarily. One thing that I am going to sort quite early on in this car is we are going to completely change the headlining, you'll see in a separate video, and also fix and replace a couple of panels that are missing. For instance, there's one you'll see right there that we started a little repair on that needs to go in this wing pillar. But besides that, pretty solid in the car itself. You see the dent I mentioned earlier. We do have a paint guy that might be able to dentless paint
Dent repair and paint.
And they might be able to do it without damaging the paint, is what I was supposed to be saying. So fingers crossed on that. Oh gosh. Moving on to another section, you might be able to see, but I'll go closer inside. The dash needs some love. We think we have some things back at the house, right? So we should be able to, for the dash, we should have some stuff to get it dark again.
Oh yeah, like shoe polish type stuff, but actually for cars, to just make sure it's the same colour. I did it on the MR2 and it worked so well.
So fingers crossed we're able to sort that. And on to the next thing, the engine bay. Let's pull this and go take a look. Now the engine bay. Now it couldn't be me with buying a Jap car that is fully standard. So obviously spoon upgrade system on there. I'm going to definitely need to do something about the sound system. However, we are starting with a couple of small things. For instance, we've got a couple of Magoogan flare pieces on the car and a few, as you can see, on the rad cap, and also a cold air intake. This, however, is not the right setup of air intake I want. I would love a K&N air system, which I think I'm just going to reuse most of this and just get rid of this. I think it looks like a cheap Chinese sort of filter, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think it does.
So we're definitely going to need to replace that, but I'm going to somehow keep this ducting, so we're going to get some cooling from the front upwards. But I am very, very happy so far with the condition. All of the belts feel tight, the alternator is perfect, and I think we should talk about some exhaust, shall we? Because the car is definitely fully standard.
Yeah, why would you mod it?
Right, now the car is warm. I'm going to give it a start up, and you can hold it and see what the car sounds like. Because I think it's pretty good. Now, it's not the loudest exhaust system. However, when that VTEC hits, that's when we get a lot more sound. As I said, it's not crazy loud on camera probably, but when that VTEC hits and we're in those high revs, boy, apparently, as Lex will attest to,
it's loud.
It's loud. It's about the same loudness Lex thinks as the MR2 one passing by.
When we're in VTEC stage, it's the same loudness as the MR2.
Which is pretty dang crazy. Honestly, I am in love with this thing. With all its little upgraded quirky areas, it's just about right for what I was looking for, as this is going to be sort of the work truck, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's going to be a daily. I know how weird that sounds, a daily for me, but a slightly modified daily. A family car. Family car? Work truck.
It's a bit soon.
Work truck. This thing is going to haul parts, it's going to haul me through winter until I decide to rather engine swap or fix the clutch on the MR2. There'll be a lot more on this car, however that doesn't mean we're going to stop the MR2 content. As you know, we do still have both of the well, technically we still have 3 MR2s at the moment. However, one is still up for sale. The link will be in the description below for that one. I hope you guys like the car. If you were able to guess the car on my social media but you didn't give a message, do comment down below, because I'm interested to see who may have guessed what car this would have been. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Look for videos coming up possibly in the next couple of weeks. I should be hopefully sticking to an upload schedule of every Tuesday, so do keep that in mind.